What is good, Smooth Nation? It is D Smooth here, back to talk about Doctor Who again. And these Doctor Who fans just refuse to learn their lesson. This is by The Doctor's a Fraud, Part 3, starting up with yet another character that fans like to pair him up against. Doctor Strange. This isn't even a fight, Doctor Strange stomps. People like to mention how the Doctor is so powerful because he's got the TARDIS, he can travel anywhere in time and space, the TARDIS has all these hacks. The Doctor, he don't really carry any weapons with him. He's got the sonic screwdriver who can mess with advanced tech, and I guess he can talk to inanimate objects, though it doesn't work on wood for some reason. The Doctor is very intelligent, he can see through time and stuff like that, which is a cool hack to have. It's a cool hack to have. He's somewhat telepathic and read minds to an extent. He's slightly stronger than the average human. Not by too much, though. And he has some combat experience. He's fought in some wars. He has a few martial arts on his belt, karate and stuff. He loses to Doctor Strange. He's really losing to Doctor Strange. I see this comparison a lot. I saw an epic rap battles of history parody of Doctor Who and Doctor Strange. Like, are you freaking serious? Doctor Strange stomps. Have you seen the comics? Doctor Strange can create portals, travel through time, travel to other dimensions. He can seal people in other dimensions, create these I forgot what they're called, these special chains that can hold the strongest people in the universe. So it doesn't matter which Doctor can't get out of that. The strongest people in the universe can't, unless you're like the Hulk, who's stronger. They're just strength beyond strength. He's fought in cosmic entities and stuff like that. The Doctor has always relied on tools, on intelligence, on wit. The Doctor is a guy who relies on his wits and word and cunning to get out of situations. You ain't gonna get out of nothing with Doctor Strange, bro. Doctor Strange gonna see him. He's gonna cast a spell, gonna bind him up in a chain or something, and then just kill him right there. Oh, he's gonna regenerate. Just keep killing him until he runs out of regeneration. And Doctor Strange is not afraid to kill either. Can I just rant on the Doctor? The Doctor is such a freaking hypocritical fraud with his oath. And the Doctor, obviously, he's built up as this hero figure, which he is. But then the show goes on and says, I'm not truly a hero. I'm just a madman with a box. Bull crap, you're a hero. You go around saving people, you give heroic speeches, you give the heroic pose, you are a hero. Okay, stop with the pose you are or you're not. It's kind of like, when a bully gets beat up and they try to play the victim, that's the vibe that the Doctor gives when he does that. When he gives, oh, I'm not truly a hero, I'm just what? That's the real vibe that gives. This is my problem with the Doctor Who fan base. They have this entitled mindset, like this old stuff. He don't really scrap like that. Your boy don't really get down like that. He don't really scrap. He barely ever fights. He just runs away and tries to outsmart you from distance. And on the rare occasions where he actually does fight, it's only in situations where he's absolutely 100% sure he can win. Like he is somewhat skilled with a sword. It's only in situations where he's absolutely sure he can win. Because I've been in fights where I wasn't sure I could win, and I still came out victorious because I was brave. And Doctor Strange has done that same stuff. Doctor Strange is immortal. His soul can walk out of his body, and he can do all this without a TARDIS. I know, like if the Doctor is in his TARDIS, and the TARDIS is like universal, it can hold the end of the universe like that. I don't know, that Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, that wave thing was destroying the universe, and the TARDIS able to hold it back or whatever. Oh, it's universal. Doctor Strange has fought plenty of way stronger than universal beings. Doctor Strange has way more powers. He's a way better fighter. He's not Captain America level fighter, but he's a legit martial artist. And the Doctor has been beat up by regular humans. He really is not confident in his hand-to-hand fighting skill. The Doctor is not confident in his hand-to-hand fighting skills. He's been intimidated by regular humans before. Like 11, when they're in that underwater ship, trapped in that ship with the nukes and that Martian, the Martian guy. Not the Martian guy. A human general just slammed 11 into a wall, and 11 was so intimidated he just admitted that they're time travels. No psychic paper with time travels. Are you freaking serious, bro? The Doctor is a fraud. He's a fake tough guy. He acts big, but he don't really scrap like that. This is my problem. Like, if you want to be like the Doctor's supposed to be an adventure type character, like Indiana Jones. That's how he was originally created, way back in the '60s. But in the revival, they wanted to make him into this big superhero figure. But it don't work because superheroes have to throw down. You want to be a superhero, you got to throw down. And yes, he's a superhero. Don't try to tell me he's not a hero. He is. He gives on those heroic speeches all the time. He absolutely is. He even calls himself a hero numerous times. He absolutely is. Like he is, but he isn't. It's like just a contradictory thing. Doctor is such a he don't really get down like that. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange, how is this even a fight? Doctor Strange has so many abilities, has thrown hands with so many cosmic beings. Yes, I know the Doctor's fought cosmic beings. I know he's fought that A-causal dude. I know that number 4 fought that. Was it? No, it was number 5 fought that A-causal time guy, and he's the fought in time god before. But you know who else has done the same thing? Doctor Strange. This isn't close. Doctor Strange has so many more abilities of being so much more deadly, and his hand-to-hand is way better. We've seen Doctor Strange scrap way more time. How is this even a fight? You Doctor Who fans need to learn to play and realize your boy don't really get down like that. He don't really scrap like that. Oh, the War Doctor. What about the War Doctor? What did the War Doctor do? You know what he did? He talked a big game, ran away, and tried to outsmart the distance. Just like every single Doctor always does. People want to complain about how the show is woke now, how the last 2 Doctors, they didn't feel intimidating, didn't feel threatening. They did all the same things that every other Doctor always did. Act big, run away, and try to outsmart you from a distance. You know what the Doctor's going to do if he meets Doctor Strange? He's going to act all tough. He's going to run away. He's going to try to outsmart him from a distance. And Doctor Strange, that TARDIS is nothing to Doctor Strange. You don't tear through that TARDIS. Doctor Strange, and any incarnation of Doctor Strange, from any version of the comics, I don't care which version of the comics, any version of the comic books, freaking MCU, with the time, with the Eye of Agamotto, the time stone, he'll just counter any time shenanigans that the TARDIS can do. The Doctor don't get down like that. He don't really scrap like that. And that's why I can't stand Doctor. I love the show, but as a kid, I never really looked up to the Doctor because I knew that he just wasn't really like that. Doesn't matter how many speeches you give. You don't really get down. You don't really fight like that. Like, remember that stupid scene? Like, number 11 looked at that big old eye thing and said, Google me, Google what I can do. He told her, run. Yeah, I'm big and tough and I'm strong. So, you know that eye thing could just shoot a beam and you'd be dead. There's nothing stopping you. It's just a bluff. The Doctor's always bluffing. Doctor Strange don't give a fuck. Doctor Strange is real, nigga. He don't care. He will fight through. Well, here's the thing. When the Doctor encounters an enemy that just don't care, they're not intimidated by anything, the Doctor kind of runs out of oxygen, starts running away, tries to rely on other stuff. I understand, if the Doctor has some prep time, if the Doctor with prep time is scary. Oh man, you give him some prep time, he's actually pretty scared. Like, he can use his TARDIS in ways that Doctor Strange can't predict. You know, Doctor Strange can read minds too. The Doctor can counter anything. Doctor Strange can counter anything that the Doctor can do. Anything the Doctor can come up with, Doctor Strange will counter that. Y'all don't know who you mess with. I've seen this on shorts. Doctor Strange versus the Doctor. I understand Doctor's older, but more experience factor. Not much of a difference. Experience is not equal quality. The Doctor never combats anybody of quality other than cosmic entities and stuff when it comes to like the Doctor's hand-to-hand really isn't up there with Doctor Strange. So if it got to hand-to-hand, Doctor Strange's gonna beat him up. So I'm guessing the Doctor's gonna avoid hand-to-hand. So he's gonna rely on his TARDIS He's going to rely on the Sonic Screwdriver on all this time travel shenanigans and try to get his allies involved. Because Doc, he don't fight his own battles. He's always got to have his allies. Remember when 11 was trapped on Trenzalore? He had to team up with all these other people to fight the dogs because the doctor can't handle nothing on his own. Always got to have backup. People complain that, like Jodie Whittaker, she needed her friends to fight the dogs, to fight one dog. Like, nigga, that's what all the doctors do. That's what all the doctors do. You don't really get down like that. You don't really scrap like that. Doctor Strange slams. How is this even a discussion? Destroys it. Smooth Nation, you are dismissed. I'm tired of these Doctor Who fans. In fact, real quick, Dr. Splash, if you're watching this, please drop the Rick Sanchez destroys the Doctor and the Doctor's a fraud video. Please drop it. Please drop it. I beg of you. They need to know. The Doctor Who fans need to realize how much of a fraud that the Doctor is. He don't get down like that. He don't really scrap. He don't really fight. He's all tricks and running away and stuff. I'm okay with hacks. Like Doctor Strange, he's got hacks, but he also be throwing down too. Doctor Strange has abilities that can do just with hand size. The Doctor needs to be in his little TARDIS. Whatever. Smooth Nation, you're dismissed.